Hello, beautiful people of the earth. It's Fanta Ratty. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. Alright, so by the looks of the title, you already know what this is going to be about. It's my story about how I dropped out of high school at 15 and went to college and got my associate's degree at 17. And for those of you who think this is clickbait, I'm using you just for views. No, not. This is real. It's my real story. And yeah, we're going to just get into it. So it all starts in high school. High school, young, skinny, oblivious to the world, like, just living life, trying to chase whoever's in the hallway, silly things. So I was there for 2 years, right? And my freshman year, you know, it was lit. High school was fun. It was different from middle school. I just came here and I was just free. Like, I went to South Shore High School. I don't know if I should be telling y'all that because y'all be out here stalking, but it's public knowledge. So, anyways, I went to South Shore High School. So, it was ways away from home. So, it was fun to get like a change of scenery, meet new people. So, freshman year, I was lit it up. Sophomore year, you know, got to meet these people and then it got stale. I'm like, I'm ready for some change. Anyways, so I was always like top of my class. Like, I was always smart. Smart. Because I feel like smart is so subjective. It's like, just because somebody is smart in like academics, I know people who smart in academics and don't know a thing about something else. And that there's someone who fails classes all the time, but there's this one thing they know everything about. So that's why when I say smart, I go like this, because it's like, we all smart. We like, school is stupid. I agree, school. And I go to school when I like school. It's stupid. I can agree to that. So, anyways, so, I'm like, I'm ready for a change. Things not going the best with the basketball team. And like, no offense to them, like, I love all my teammates, a lot of coaching staff. Like, it's a great program. It just wasn't working out for me for like numbers of reasons that people know why. But anyways, so I'm like, I'm ready for a change. So I meet with my mentor and I said, I want to go to boarding school, right? Because I don't know I could go to college early. So I'm like, I just want to go to boarding school, get out of here. Like, just get a change from New York, like. So she's like, okay, cool. So we talking about boarding schools or whatever. And then she tells me about Simon's Rock, which is an early college program. So if those of you who live in like unimpoverished neighborhoods or like underrepresented neighborhoods and stuff like that, you probably have like a barred early college at your high school. And that's like, in a lot of places. But that's different from barred college at Simon's Rock. Because the barred early college, you stay in high school, you get your diploma, and you get a associate's degree. Barred early college is a residential college where you leave home, you go to dorm style living, and excuse me, dorm style living, and it's no more high school. High school is done. It's only college. So basically, people come after the 10th or the 11th grade. I came after the 10th grade. The earlier, the better. So when you go there and you're done with high school, it's all college, and you could do 2 years and get your associates, or 4 years and get your bachelor's. So you already know I did 2 years, but let me keep going. So basically, so she tells me about that school, and I'm like, oh wow, that's something I could do, cause snap, I'm smart, so I could get out of here. If I could get out of high school earlier, why not? And I won't need regents, cause Bar College at Simon's Rock is not in New York State. New York State is the only state that requires regents, so I wouldn't have to take the 3 regents that I had to take for my 10th grade year. So everything was just looking perfect. I'm bad, like. So she said, okay, like, I'm gonna get back to you with more information about the school. 2 weeks go by, I hear nothing, so I'm starting to get discouraged because I'm like, I just got excited about this. Now I'm not hearing back. So then 3 weeks later come by and I get a message, and she's like, oh, like my mentor, she said, basically you just have to apply online. I felt so stupid. Cause like, obviously, duh, you have to apply. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but to be fair, I was 10th grade in high school. I knew nothing about the college process, nothing. So I'm like, what the hell do I do? Like, you know, because I went to public school. So in public school, like, they literally place you into a school. You don't do applications, and especially not online. So I was new to this, not true to this. I was new to this. So when she says, I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't have a laptop. I only have a phone. And she was like, oh, you have to get a laptop. You can't apply through the phone. I only have a phone. I don't have a laptop. I'm broke. I'm literally broke. I was a broke high school student before I was a broke college student. Let me tell y'all that. Like, that was, yeah, I didn't have no laptop. Sorry. We got laptops at school. That's the only laptops I had. Barely. So I'm applying through my phone because I'm like, you giving me a ticket out and you think I'm going to sit here and be discouraged because I don't have a phone? Don't have a laptop? No. So I'm applying through my phone. Even though she specifically said don't apply through your phone, I did it anyway because that was my only way. What else? I had nothing else. I didn't have no laptop. No, I didn't even have a tablet, y'all. My brother had a tablet, but that's not the point. So I applied through my phone, you know, and then it came point to the essay. It came to the time point where I had to write an essay. Bro, I'm used to like that 5 sandwich essay, you know, introduction, 3 paragraphs, and the conclusion. That's what I'm used to. I'm in high school. I'm in 10th grade. Like, I went to public school. We didn't have that much. So, essay, I'm like, ooh, I don't know. So, I wrote that on my phone too. Download Google Docs, wrote that on my phone. Bro, the question they asked me, it was like so advanced, to be honest. Like, I know I'm smart, but I have not been exposed to like literature of that like sense of like reading and then like dissecting like old text, and it was asking there was words in there I didn't understand. I'm telling you right now, that was the first time, I'll tell you later, that was the first time I started to feel stupid. First time. Not the last, that was the first time. So anyway, I wrote it on my phone, and I like talked to some English teachers at school and asked them, can they proofread for me? They did that for my personal essay. I had another person that I look up to and I'm close with. She proofread that for me, and we worked on that. So basically, I was getting a lot of help, and I look back at the essays now, and them essays is still trash. Like, they still garbage, but it would have been much more garbage if I didn't get that help. So anyway, so I do the essays all on my phone. I'm telling y'all right now, I do this all on my phone. Like, don't let nobody discourage you about nothing. I did all of this on my phone. I applied to college on my phone, financial aid on my phone. I'm telling y'all right now. Yeah, I did FAFSA on my phone. Anyways, so I get it all done. You know, time to submit. I submit. Now it's time to wait. That waiting process is the worst. And it's not like I was doing traditional college where all of my peers was applying at the same time and we all knew when to hear from a decision. Like, you could go to the guidance counselor and talk. I didn't have none of that. The guidance counselor didn't even know that I was going to college early. He didn't understand until he got a waiver of like a fee waiver for me. And that's when he started asking me questions like, what's this about? You going to bar? Like, you know, and that's when I had to tell him. But up until that point, I didn't get no guidance from no guidance counselor because I was in 10th grade. They had 12th graders to worry about. So anyways, so boom, bam, boom. We figured it all out. I sent my thing off, free waiver, so I don't got to pay, all that. I'm waiting. I'm so anxious. I'm like, if I don't get in, like, there's no other choice for me. I didn't apply to like mad colleges. I applied to this one. So if I don't get in, there's nothing else for me. Lo and behold, I'm on the train, about to go to school, and I get an email. Mind you, I told you I don't have a laptop, so everything's on my phone. So I get an email saying, congratulations, you got accepted. I was so happy. I could have danced on the train. Like, I was so happy. So, but mind you, this was the most secretive I've been with my life. people didn't know except for like my close friends that I was transferring or that I was like going to another school. So I couldn't really tell people. So I wrote a status on Facebook like, just got the best news of my life. And the people I texted prior knew I got accepted. But, so they knew what that was about. But everybody else just thought I got good news. So yeah, I got accepted. I'm hyped now. I'm hyped. Then I get financial aid. I'm like, who's paying all that? Like, y'all really, like, I just told y'all I don't even have a laptop. I don't got money for a laptop. They was trying to make me pay like $40,000. Mind you, the school cost $70K. That was with loans. That was with the federal loans. $40K. I said, that's when I started getting nervous. I'm like, I didn't even, like, I thought I was just gonna get like a full scholarship or something. $40K. I said, ooh, that's a steep price. This where I'm gonna drop y'all some gems. Yep. So to all my high schoolers applying for college, applying for financial aid, or even if you're a transfer student, apply that pressure when it comes to financial aid, because I promise you, they will not give you money if they haven't already, if you don't ask for it. I'm telling you right now, negotiate. Negotiate, I promise you. Like, if you know you can't pay, your parents can't pay, you're not trying to take out $40,000 in loans, apply that pressure, I'm telling you. Talk to them, have your mom call them, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your uncle, like, shit, your grandma, because you know grandmas can be very persuasive. Bro, get people to, talk to them, email them. Don't let them look over your file, I'm telling you right now. Because if you think I paid $40,000, no. Actually, for that school, I'm not even going to say how much I paid. But little to nothing. Let me tell y'all that. Little to nothing for that school. You want to know why? I applied that pressure. My mentor, she applied that pressure. She was like, no, we're going to figure something out. And guess what we did? We figured something out. Because who's paying $40,000? Not me. That's just not going to happen. I don't even have money for a laptop. I can't pay $40,000. Sorry. So I'm telling you right now, apply that pressure. So anyways, so I applied that pressure, you know, got that balance put all the way down. And I was able to go to that school. Because, shit, I had to make it work. I told everybody I was leaving already. They gonna look at me like, yeah, she said she was leaving, she's still here. So, you know, I had to make it work. So I made it work. So I went there. Now it went from excitement to nervous, like anxiousness. I'm like, damn, like I'm about to be around a lot of white people. Mind you, this is my first time I've been around predominantly white people, because I'm from Harlem. We blackity black, except for like gentrification. That's a whole other spiel I'm not gonna get into. But I grew up around black people. Like, that's all I know for real. Like, I know black people, Hispanic people, like Latinx, or like some diversity of people, but I've never been around a large group of white people. All I know is what I read in my history books, to be honest. So I'm scared. I'm just saying that right now. I'm not sugarcoating it. I was scared. I'm like, yo, they probably gonna try to like jump me every time they see me, like put Nair in my shampoo. I'm like, nah, like I'm scared. Now I'm scared because I'm like, I don't know what they could do to me. And I'm be all the way out here on my own, my dolly. So I was like already in my head, like somebody look at me the wrong way, Fanta, get ready. Like, get ready, you know? Anyways, it was nothing like that. I tell you that right now. Like, and I'm saying like there was no like people who are prejudiced and racist, and like the institution is a whole thing in and of itself. But it wasn't like, you know, rampant racism, like down south racism that I thought I was gonna get. It wasn't that, thank God. So anyways, you know, so now it's the first day of writing workshop. That was like their orientation. When I tell y'all, my hand is still cramping to this day, 3 years later. We wrote all the time. For that 3 days, we wrote all the time. We did a focus free write, then a free write, then another focus free write. Then we looked at an art painting and wrote something. We went to a rock. We went to a rock, y'all. A big ass rock. And we had to write. We had to write like how did, whew. We wrote so much. I'm getting PTSD just thinking about that. Like we wrote so much. But thank you to that school, because I'm such a better writer now. Like not even just poetry, but like essays, everything. Like I could write now. Like I could type fast. I could write now. So thank you for that. But writing workshop, I just came from a public school where I didn't even have to do much to get like a 98 average. Now I'm writing all the time. I'm like, yo, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be the dumbest kid in class. I was really thinking, I'm like, yo, all these people, cause like I was trained to think like white people are like smart and we just like, you know, we trying to be like them. That's not the truth, y'all. That is not the truth. But that's a video for another story. Anyways, so I'm tripping now, cause I'm like, yo, went from the smartest kid in class. I was valedictorian in my 8th grade class. If I would have stayed, I probably would have been valedictorian or salutatorian of my high school class. So now I'm scared, because I'm like, I went from the top of my class to like, who the fuck is she? Like, you know, it was scary at first. But anyways, you know, I got accustomed to it. Fast forward, got accustomed to it. My first semester, I didn't do that well. I think I got like a 3.09 GPA. I was panicking. I'm like, yo, that's like, what? Like, what is that? I had all B's. I was like panicking. So yeah, I had a 3.09, and then I was like, nah, I gotta do better. Like, so I started speaking up in classes. I started talking more. I started putting myself out there, because I'm like, nah, this is not the Fanta I know. The Fanta I know is smart, and the Fanta I know applies pressure. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let people around me make me feel small again. No, we not doing that. So I worked my butt off. My next semester, I got like all A's and 1 B or something. I was still not satisfied. I'm like, yo, you came all this way, bro. You from Harlem. You out here in the mountains. Like, you better represent, girl. You better represent for all them black girls that's gonna come after you. Like, all those, you better apply that pressure. That's what I'm telling myself. So, yes, fast forward, next semester, sophomore year, I got all A's and 1 A minus or something. Dumb happy. Now I'm like, yeah, we in the building. So, you know, mind you, I'm like 16 now. So I still can't fathom the fact that like, this is college work that I'm doing like this. Like, I'm really killing college work. So I had to get over the hump of like being afraid of meeting new people that's not like me, people who don't know who I am. So I have to reintroduce myself and make a name for myself all over again. I had to get over all that, and once I did, it was, the sky was the limit for me. I promise you, I was getting involved on campus. Like, I was part of BSU, I was part of Owl's Nest, I was playing basketball, I was doing so much. I was part of Rise. Like, I was doing so much. Like, I was getting involved on campus. I was making a name for myself, and I was just like uplifting myself. Like, it was good. Mind you, the institution in and of itself, I could make a video on that another day. Racist institution, but which PWI isn't? Like, you know what I'm saying? So basically, fast forward, I'm a sophomore now. So I gotta make the decision, do I wanna graduate and move on, or get my associates and stay? So obviously, I'm at U-Albany now, so y'all know I chose to move on. But that was always the plan, to be honest, because I'm like, I want to go to a bigger school. I made the decision to, you know, leave Simon's Rock and go to a bigger school. So now it's time to, like, you know, get your affairs in order, start applying to schools. Like, it was like all over again. But now I'm applying the same time the people who are graduating, who I would have been graduating with in high school were applying at the same time, because I did 2 extra years and they did 2 more years of high school. That's simple math. I don't have to explain that to y'all. So I'm applying now, and like this is when I would have normally been applying, so like that felt normal to me. So I'm applying to colleges. I applied to a lot of HBCUs and a lot of SUNYs. For those of you who don't know what an HBCU is, I'm gonna just tell y'all. I was gonna tell y'all to look it up, but I'm gonna just tell y'all because y'all already here. It's a historically black college or university, so you know, predominantly black. So I applied to those because you know I was just at a PWI. I went to like be around not PWI. Like I wanted to be around black people. And then I went to SUNYs because SUNYs would be cheaper. And the reason I chose Albany is because Albany is like they are still predominantly white, but there's a lot of black people there and there's a lot of diversity there. I'll give them that. There's stuff wrong with that school too, don't get me wrong, but that's a video for another time too. So yeah, I do that. I get accepted to all the schools I applied to, HBCUs and SUNYs. So I'm lit. Now I just gotta make the choice. I already told y'all why I made the choice, because it was money and, you know, predominantly. And that name is recognizable when you like apply to jobs and stuff. So yeah, I did that. And then now it's time for commencement speech. Remember I told y'all when I first came to Simon's Rock, I was scared. I was like, I'm not gonna be that smart. I'm not gonna be the top of the class like I was. I'm not gonna be that person. Well, I was wrong, and I proved myself wrong, because I graduated with an associate's degree with honors or with distinction. That means I had a GPA 3.5 or above. I graduated with like a 3.7. So look at your girl. And mind you, I had a 3.09 first semester, no A's, and I was able to bring that up to a 3.7. So I'm proud of myself to this day. I'm proud of myself because I did that. But yeah, so now it's time for the commencement, you know, graduation, but it's called a commencement in college. So so we commence, well, we're going to commence, and they're like, who wants to be a commencement speaker? Mind you, I had my eye on being a commencement speaker since before I got there, because for me, I always like I planned stuff ahead. Like when I went to be valedictorian in 8th grade, I knew that since 6th grade. I knew I wanted to be commencement speaker since 15 when I first came to campus. I knew that's what I wanted to do. That was my calling. I wasn't doing the traditional commencement speech. I'm gonna drop the link down below. So that's how I approached it, and it was different. So I guess they liked that, and they chose me to be the commencement speaker, y'all. The 15-year-old girl who first came in, who didn't think she would be smart enough, was the commencement speaker of the 2019 graduating class for my associate's degree. And I got an associate's degree with distinction. Not to like toot my own horn, but just think about that. Like when y'all think y'all not good enough, or when someone has told you that you don't belong, think about that. I did that. Like literally, I did that all on my own. Like I worked for it and I got it. I'm telling you. Listen to my video on manifestation. You can make things happen, because I make things happen. That's one thing about Fanta. She gonna make things happen. So yeah, so I was commencement speaker. I'm gonna drop a photo right here of my commencement speech. I was smiling on stage. It was just a surreal moment, because I got to like, you know, speak my truth in front of people, and I got like a crazy like crowd response. People were cheering me, roaring me. I got like I had like a feature in the Berkshire Eagle, that's like a local newspaper. It was just like it was awesome. Yeah. So I got my associate's degree. I'm gonna drop a picture. Got my associate's degree in 2019 at 17 years old. After I dropped out of high school and I came to college, and that's my story. Right now, I'm 18 years old. I just finished my junior year of college, going into my senior year of college, and one more year, and that Bachelor's of Science is mine. Bachelor's of Science in Economics with a minor in theater. Yeah, I know that's a weird mix. But yeah, so that's my story. If you got any more questions, if you feel like I left anything out, drop it down. I'll respond to you. If I think it's long enough to make a video, I'll make a video for you. But But yeah, so thank you for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm coming back with more bangers, more story times, telling y'all more about myself, what I do, and how I do it. So thank you again for tuning in. Love the beautiful people of the earth. Ratty out.